What's up, ladies and gents? M4 here, bringing you a Bow Tips video. You can call this Bow Tips 2.0 if you will. The idea behind this is that it's kind of a sequel to what Sancho West did a little while back. If you haven't seen his Bow Tips video, go to his channel now, check it out. There's a link in the description. I touch base on some of the things that he talked about in his video, and then I go into some more advanced stuff that you'll be able to use in the field. So let's check out the loadout. I use a revolver because I like it better than 9mm. That's pretty much it. The bow for obvious reasons. I also use a combination of Covert 2 and Strategist 1. Now, I think this is better than Covert 3, personally. With Strategist 1, I get marked. I know that they're watching me, and this gives me the chance to hide or get to cover or do whatever I need to do to stay safe. Whereas if I had Covert 3, they would try to mark me, and I would have no idea. Some people say, hey, well, if they can't mark you, then they can't see you after you hide again. That's fine, but I don't like being shot in the back. And 9 times out of 10, when someone sees you, they're going to mark you. So that way they can stalk you and shoot you, which is what I do. Hence Hawkeye 2. I like to mark people and make sure that I can keep an eye on them. So if they run around a corner, I know where they're going. If they try to be sneaky and poke back out for that shot, I know that they're going to be there. I can line my reticle up ahead of time and wait for them. First aid training is kind of just something I threw in there because I need to spend a couple more points. It's one of the ones I usually choose in this situation. For the most part, it allows me to be stupid. It gives me the chance to run in and do something crazy, and if it doesn't work out, I can just bail out and heal really quickly. But every once in a while, having the freedom to do those kinds of outrageous things turns out in my favor, and some pretty crazy stuff happens. So that's usually why I choose that as my throw out perk, if you will. So that's it for the loadout. Again, check out Sancho's video if you haven't done that yet. With that being said, let's discuss some of the things we're going to talk about in this video. Number 1, movement. You don't want to be a stationary target and absorb enemy bullets. 2, prediction. Knowing where the enemy is going and having an arrow waiting for him. 3, the reticle. Knowing what it looks like when you do and when you don't have the shot. 4, stealth. How much is necessary and when do you got to do it? 5, the prairie dog. Popping in and out of cover to make your shots safely. 6, pre-aim. Looking to where you want to shoot and resetting your aim when you shake. 7, range. How should you act at various distances? And finally, the corner shot, the bread and butter of any experienced bowman. Using the corner shot will let you stay hidden and still attack the enemy. I'll show you what it looks like and how to do it the proper way. Now I'm going to show you some clips, followed by some reviews to give you an idea about what I'm talking about. Now, you don't want to stay standing still. You want to move to the side. Avoid those bullets. Get you down in execution.
Oh yeah.
Now, guy's going to come around the corner. I'm not in a good spot.
Nice.
Don't stand still. Move to the side, move back and forth. Avoid those shots.
Nice shot.
So, one of my guys is working on an enemy. I want to come in and get the jump on him. He sees me. I'm going to run in quick, run back quick, avoid his shots. Come back in when I'm ready. So to review, do not stand still. Keep moving. Move back and forth. Don't just move one way, switch it up a bit. If you have to, just drop and get out of the way and come back when you can. Alright, here comes the guy down the stairs. Pop, hit him once. Hit him a second time as he was going back up. I knew he was going to back up. I was waiting. Alright, so watch on the top left here. You're going to see a guy slinking through. He's going to the door. I'm already waiting for him. I've marked him, so I know he's coming back. I'm waiting for him again. Easy down. So I hear a guy coming up the hill. I know he's coming right through where I'm aiming. 2 quick shots. Bam, bam. Easy down. Now, however, executions aren't always as easy. Remember that whole movement thing? Look how effective that is. I'm not going to waste more than a couple arrows on him, so got to get to work. Anticipation. Which direction are they heading in? When you hit them, are they going to back up? Are they going to move to the side? Try to guess where they're going to go and have your aiming ready and waiting for when they get to that spot. Watch the mark. When you mark them, You can track their movements. It's pretty easy. If you see them peeking back out, get that headshot lined up. Wait. Wait for the shot. They're going to come back. Just be patient. Let it happen.
Oh, look at that!
Did you catch that? I don't know if you noticed, but your reticle changed. So let's take a look at this. This first one here, notice it's a circle. This second one here, different. It's a dot now. When you see that dot, you have the shot. Take it. But check this out. Look at that. Even through smoke, the reticle changes, and you know when you have the shot. And then bam, there it is. Now check out what I'm about to do here. See, I'm taking the reticle and I'm dragging it back and forth. I call that reticle scanning. If you see the reticle change to a dot, you know you have a shot through the smoke. If you don't know, take a quick scan, line it up again. So, when you see it change to a dot, you know you have the shot. Take the shot. You can also see the dot in smoke. Even if you can't see the enemy, you can still know if you have the shot. And use reticle scanning when you're not sure if there's an enemy inside the mix. Hopefully you'll get a lucky shot. So now take notice, you'll see the guy going into the bathroom. I'm not crouching right now. I'm jogging over, I wait until I get close, get a scan, and then I sneak into the corner. You don't always have to crouch and walk in crouch mode the whole time. Get some coverage with your jogging, then go in,
Look at that!
get your kill. Now here I'm using it to get some distance. Rather than to get up close, I want to create some space, and then I want to take my shot from the safety of distance and cover.
Black is down there at the end.
Look at that!
Easy as that. Now here I'm scanning, but I don't see anybody. I don't hear anything. This is the time to stay in crouch mode, because I don't know who else has covert and is sitting around and waiting. I don't know who's around the corner. I know nothing. This is where I want to walk around the stealthiest way possible. Stock walking all over the place is really inefficient. You don't want to do that. You want to jog around and do occasional scans. When you pick somebody up, stay in stalking mode, covert your way around and get that surprise attack. Also, you can use it for space. You don't always have to use it for advancing. Sometimes it's better just to get that distance safely and get your shot from a distance. Also, if you're not sure what's going on around you and if you don't know where anybody is, stay in covert and use that to your advantage so you can make sure that you're getting in and out safely. Now, Sancho calls this whack-a-mole. I call it prairie dogging. It's the same thing. Pop up, take cover. Pop up, take cover. Do that really quick so you're only exposed for the minimum amount of time possible and get you down. Now, since Sancho covered this in his first video, there's no reason to go into a whole lot of detail, especially if you've already watched it. The basic concept is up and down. You pop up just for a split second, let the shot off, get back into cover. That way you're already hidden by the time they're taking their shot. It's not rocket science, just takes a little bit of practice to master. Now, another thing I'll touch base on is pre-aiming and resetting your aim. So take a look, I'm setting my aim up, then I reset it, and then I hold it, and then I reset it again.
Alright, good to go.
And I repeat this process so I never get the shakes. Now, I spot an enemy in the distance, same thing, I want to be ready for him. So I line up my shot, and then I wait. Comes up, pop, and I know I'm going to be right in that same spot. You would have saw this before in Sancho's video, same concept. Now this can be used against you too.
Fucking got me.
See, I wasn't ready for that. He was pre-aimed, I wasn't. Now since Sancho covered it before, we're just going to touch quickly on this. Make sure you keep resetting your aim. The longer you hold it, the more inaccurate you're going to be because you're going to get the shakes. Also, keep in mind that every time you reset your aim, you slightly lose some accuracy. It always goes just a slight little bit to the left. So keep that in mind when you're resetting your aim. Now this next section is going to cover range. Before we get into it, I just want to talk about the most desirable range, which is medium range. At this range, you're the most effective and the safest, in my opinion. At medium range, you're going to be able to move freely and dodge some bullets. You're going to be dealing with guys like the semi-auto and the burst rifle, maybe even other bowmen. You're not going to be dealing with shorty or shoddy or flamethrower users. You're unlikely to be dealing with snipers, so you're going to be dealing with people that you can generally outdraw and outmove, which is good for you. But what do you do when you're short range and when you're long range? So we're going to talk about those two as opposed to medium range. Alright, so ignore my failures at the very beginning. I couldn't hit anything to save the life of me, but they're all going to start closing in. And at this situation, you just pepper, 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 pepper. This is where you want to do that, when they're all close. Pepper your shots. Now, at long range, you can take your time. Wait for the shot, wait for the headshot, and then place it when you get it. Here's another example. Just take your time, keep your aim fresh. Someone comes out, pop. You know that you're going to get your shot. As I said before, medium range is best. That's where you want to try to fight as many of your fights as you can. Just because you're the most effective there, as I said before, you can move better. You're going to outdraw people a little more often. When you're at close range, you just want to pepper your shots. People are going to be right in front of you. It's almost impossible to miss. Just draw and fire as quickly as you can. At long range, you could take a little bit more time and grace with your shots. Don't mess around with snipers unless, well, you're really that good, but otherwise, just take your time and be patient. You'll find your shot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the corner shot. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Now take a look at what I'm doing here. Only my bow and my hand is sticking out. The rest of my body is behind cover. Keeps me safe behind cover while I can make shots at the enemy. Now watch what I do here. I walk up to the wall, position changes, now I'm in corner shot mode. Now I can hit him pretty much safely. There's not much he can do. Now let's review that for a second. So take a look at this first still. Notice the elbow position. It's high, bow is straight. Now take a look at the second position. Elbow is dropped, bow is angled. Notice the body change. That's how you'll know whether or not you are in corner shot mode or not. The easiest way to do it is walk up to a wall, right against it, and then slowly slide your way out. Now this does work in crouch mode as well. However, there's a downside. More of your bow sticks out, and your elbow sticks out as well now, rather than just your hand when you're in the standing mode. Choose the standing mode if you have the choice, but otherwise crouch works. Alright, take a look at this good long range example. He's marked me, but I'm still getting him. I'm in corner shot mode. He can't really touch anything on me except for my hand, which you just saw there. That's all he could shoot. No headshot, nothing. And that gives me the freedom to outsnipe a sniper. Now I want to show you another really good example. Enemy surprises me, I take cover, now I'm going to use my corner shot. Oh, I overshot, came back into position. Look how many times he's shooting me. Only hit me twice. I get the down. Now I want to show you one final example to kind of bring a bunch of these points together in action. So here I am landing on my corner shot, and I'm keeping my aim fresh. Now, even though my teammates are dead there, I'm not leaving my position. I'm safe. I'm holding it, waiting for people to come up.
Firefly!
Here's one now.
Well, look at that!
Easy down from a safe position in the corner shot mode. Back to resetting, back to waiting for this guy.
Just a few of these fuckers left.
So I do a scan, I see what's going on, and I go back to my position.
Tourist!
Lucky me, he popped out. And I've got a mark so I can watch him again.
Well, look at that!
And his friends. And here's where Hawkeye comes in. Notice now they're going for that revive. So now I know it's time to push up, start taking some bodies out. There's one guy.
Well, look at that!
He executes. I move, get out of there while I'm in trouble. Easy peasy. Alright, so position is key here. You want to make sure that your elbow is dropped and only your hand and your bow are slightly sticking out. That's the position you want. Stand over crouch if you have the opportunity to do so. If you have to crouch, do it. Otherwise, stand up. You're more hidden, you have better visibility and more control. And don't forget, you're still not invincible. They can still hit your hands, but on the bright side, they can only hit your hands. So use this whenever you can. Alright folks, that's pretty much it. So we covered some of the basics, revisited some of the stuff from Sancho's video, which I hope that you went and watched before this, and covered some advanced techniques like the corner shot. So practice all those. Practice the corner shot especially. Get fluid with it so you could just walk up to an edge and already be in corner shot mode, ready and waiting. Hands down, it's going to be your best asset as a bowman, and you're going to win most confrontations if you are in that mode, because it's almost impossible to really hit you. Even if they got good aim and they can get your hand, you're still firing arrows at them. So unless they're also in a corner shot, it's going to be a pretty easy win for you in those exchanges. So like and subscribe to my videos, and if there's any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. If you think I missed anything, leave it in the comments or find me on social media, or if any of you Reddit guys have anything you want to add to it, let me know in the forum, and I'll get it in on maybe another video soon. Keep an eye out soon. There's going to be a montage video that I'm going to make with the bow with some extra footage that I collected, just to kind of go over all of these things in action. So yeah, I hope you like it, and take it easy, guys. Later.